Hello, beautiful people. And if this is your first time here to Kat's message of the day, welcome. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. Before I get into the message, please note that this is a collective group message. It may not align with you today, and that's simply okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow where that message may be more suited for you. So let's get into it. Accept, approve, and value self. Don't wait for people to validate your worth. Do you constantly seek out compliments, praise, attention for validation? What things have you not done due to someone's opinion, advice, or lack of support? Only to then feel regret. You know, that I should have? I'm sure you've heard it like I have before. What things about self have you changed or not done due to people's lack of validation? One of our human basic needs is acceptance. We want to feel like we fit in. We want people to agree and be on board with decisions we make, which is approval. We're wanting others' approval. Unfortunately, we seek approval far too often, which is detrimental to you and your life's journey. What things have you not done because someone said, oh, that's stupid, or that's not a good idea, or that's not going to work? No, you look okay. You know, you eat the right food. But deep down in you go, it doesn't feel right. But you went and listened to what others had to say, and it's now been detrimental to your journey. Whether it be fitness, your business, take some time to reflect. A way to combat and manage this is to validate self. Now, if you think you validate self, so you think and you go, yeah, you know what? I'm worth, yeah, I love myself, yeah. Check in with how you feel about self. So go down deep vertically, internally. And a way that you can also do that is put your hands on your gut and then ask that. What's your thoughts been saying to you? Like, is it not good enough? Because that then comes and causes that feeling. So you must feel it and know it in every cell of your being. That inner confidence that comes out and just goes, you know what, I can do whatever I want. I know that I can do it. I can feel it. And when you have that deep inner confidence, it doesn't matter what others say. It's not going to hold you back. So I want to leave you with something. To think is only an assumption. To feel is your truth. Because thinking is not factual. You can't debate how you feel. You know that. No one can question how you feel. They may try to. And I'm sure you've experienced that in the past. That people will question how you feel. No, you don't feel like that. It blows me away that people feel that they know how you feel. They don't. Only you do. Because it's an internal feeling. So if you think that you have self-worth and self-value, go down and feel. Do you feel that? Do you feel that inner confidence, that inner strength? And that, inner belief that you can do, or whatever it is that you've had doubt about, go down deep and feel it and know it in every cell of your being. That when you take out all the external noise and the opinions of others and the beliefs and the ideas that people throw at you, and you sit with yourself and go, you know what, can I do this? Can I do this? When you're balanced emotionally and you really look at things logically without all the self-chatter and all the self-doubt and hearing other people's opinions and their ideas, and you just sit with yourself, guarantee you'll find the answer there. And that's where you listen, not what you think. So let's keep moving along to the daily guidance book, which is a page that I pull. I have no idea what I have pulled. Here are our messages. Okay, so before I read this page, if you want to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me. Just to recenter yourself so you can really absorb the words from this particular message. We always answer your questions and prayers. Usually we communicate with you quietly through energy transfers that you pick up as feelings. But if we find that you aren't hearing our messages, we deliver them to you in less subtle ways. Today we'll communicate with you through the physical world. Notice the underlying meanings in what people say to you as well, as in conversations or songs that you overhear. You'll know the information that comes from us as your heart will resonate with its truth. Our missives travel upon the energy of love from our heart to yours. Trust the impressions you receive that encourage you to live lovingly. Those are our messages to you. Thought for today. I notice the loving utterances that I pick up inside my mind and with my physical ears. I trust the endearing words I hear, knowing that my angels are ingeniously sending their messages to me in creative ways. Now, this message may feel that's a bit in conflict of what I said with the thoughts, but as in the start of that, it says to pick up on the feelings. So what I really want more about is whatever you hear, physically hear, go to instantly how what you've heard makes you feel. So if you hear something and if you're having a conversation with someone and say you've got an idea or something you want to share about you, and the feedback or the opinions, what come back at you are negative. And automatically whatever they've said puts this sense of unease or dis-ease in your gut, or you just feel a bit sad or you feel not supported. Whatever emotion that's making you feel is what they're wanting you to tap into, to ask, is that your truth? And when you're hearing things positive about, I've got this, and you know what a bloody brilliant idea. That's whether you say angels, your higher self, or just your deep subconscious knowing that you've got this. That's what I want you to hear, the messages. So for me, from my take from this message is absolutely take note of what you hear, but more importantly, take note of how what you've heard makes you feel. Because there's a power in it. And I was speaking to a lady yesterday, and I want to share this with you, and hopefully it will give you a bit of an idea, a bit more insight into what I mean. Was when someone says, I want to give you constructive feedback, criticism. Constructive criticism. Automatically, I'll guarantee you most likely that for many of you, you're going to go, I don't want to hear this. When you shift the word to feedback, it's far more positive. It keeps you open and you're going, oh, okay, yeah. Because I can learn something from that. You don't feel that it's now no longer a personal attack. If they're going to offer you the same response, it's just that when they've suggested what they want to provide you, the two different words have triggered different emotional feelings within you. You've reacted emotionally different to them. Constructive criticism sounds like they're just going to bag the bejesus out of you. Feedback just feels softer and going, yeah, you know what, I'm open for that. And so I hope that that gives you an indication of what I actually mean by our emotional reaction to what we hear. So really be mindful of that. And just as a side note, really be more mindful with the words that you use with self. How is your emotional reaction to them? That's why I don't use the word help. Because help can make someone feel helpless, like they're broken, they need to be fixed. No. They need assistance. They need a guidance, support. That's different. What I do is I make someone feel extremely capable, and I want to empower them to know that they can absolutely heal themselves. It's not for me to fix anyone. So take note, and an exercise today is write down the words that you feel disempower you, and then choose to delete them from your vocabulary and bring in words that empower you, such as feedback, not criticism, such as assistance, not help. And there's a lot of others that I don't use. So let's keep moving along. Again, jumped card. Transience. Okay. What does transience have to offer us? Okay, before I read this message, once again, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me so you can absorb the words from this particular message. It is possible to transcend a current difficulty by shifting your awareness and focus. Love can help you rise above all obstacles. It will help you to see things from a higher perspective, and your problems will seem much smaller. Sit quietly in meditation, imagine streams of crystal-coloured light flowing down upon you, and feel the light pouring into each of your 7 energy centres in your body, meaning chakras. Your root is the base of spine, it's red. Your sacral is below the navel, it's orange. Your solar plexus is above the navel, and it's yellow. Your heart, centre of chest, is green and pink. Your throat is light blue. Your third eye, forehead, is indigo, and your crown is top of head is violet and white light. It's really important that you take time to recenter yourself, because if you go out today already emotionally unbalanced or not the best version, I feel like this is just saying that really be mindful to balance yourself, because you may be privy or in your proximity, you may hear things that really may impact you quite deeply if you don't balance yourself before you go out into the world. So if there is something that you overhear, or you're in the proximity of someone else's conversation and what you're hearing is frustrating you, or it could be about anything, I want you to remember this, to just sit, take some deep breaths, and just take yourself away from that. If it's about you, take some deep breaths and know that you've got this. If it's about a belief that you have and someone else is speaking about it, just say it's none of my business. It's for you to manage your reaction to what you hear, especially if you're consciously aware. And it's amazing of what we hear we overhear or news in the background and we don't believe we're hearing it, but our subconscious is absorbing all of that and storing it for something to trigger it. So that's that one. Sorrow. What I get is there may be something that you're exposed to today, whether it be something you hear, a situation you're exposed to that could cause a little bit of pain internally. So emotionally, it may sadden you, it may cause you to have more self-doubt, it may impact your self-belief. You may have had a business idea or an idea of something, or something that you were excited about, and someone says something that crushes you, causes sorrow. And I'm going to say, hold your head up high and know it in your being that whatever it is you want to do, don't allow anyone else to derail you. You only need to validate you. That's it. Just keep on your path, keep plugging away at whatever it is you want to do. And maybe it's just time to be less verbal about it. Maybe stop sharing it with certain people. It's time to just keep that stuff inward and just keep plugging away at whatever you're working towards. And over time, people are going to notice there's a difference. Because if you are sharing continuously with the external world, it means you're asking for validation and approval. You don't need that. You know within yourself, whatever it is you're doing will work. So validate you. That's all you need to do, is validate you and believe. So the sorrow card is what I'm getting is that you're sharing too much of what you're doing. And people, maybe you've attempted a few things on your journey, whether it's in business or personal, and people are going, oh yeah, another idea, they've lost, I'm going to just say the word faith in you. So now is the time to just go on your path and keep plugging away at what you're doing. And then they will see the results. You don't need for that external validation, because it only ends up hindering you. It hinders your journey and it causes this. So stop sharing. Validate you on whatever it is you're doing right now. And that's it. Because the more you look for external validation, the more it's going to cause you sorrow. That's exactly what I get. And sorrow can be sadness, cause you to question self, cause you to lose self-belief. That's what I mean by sorrow. So, yeah, I really want to offer you different words so you don't focus just on the word sorrow and go, I'm not sorrow, I don't have sorrow. No, it's going to cause disease. There we go. That's maybe a better way that will assist you. So, yeah, and cause you to question self. That's the biggest word I'm getting from that, is cause you to question self. All right, so before I read the message from the card, if you want to just close your eyes once again, take a deep breath with me, just so you can absorb all the words from this particular message. Okay. All emotions, even painful ones, offer us a gift. Sometimes we don't realize how precious something is until it's gone. Yet consider that nothing is ever truly lost, for in the realm of spirit, it all exists eternally. The events of this life are but a fleeting moment with the eternal reality. Through this time, your appreciation of friendship and family will deepen. Feel the unconditional love that is around you. On a soul level, we are all united and spiritually connected to all creation. In the palm of God's hands we live and die, only to discover that it was all a dream. For life on earth is like a play. Yeah, it really is. Everyone has their role and the roles keep changing. No one or nothing is ever lost. Even the script we hold says it is. The play goes on and every sorrow will be filled with happiness. It mentions family in here, family and friends. So with that, there could be a family member, I'm getting it's a family member or a friend that is quite impactful on your thoughts. Meaning, if you share with someone, whether it be the family member or a friend, there is someone in your close proximity that you share a lot of what you want to do or what you're thinking or ideas or where you see your life or goals you want to achieve, and they've questioned you on it. Or they've caused you to question self. Yeah, that's what I'm getting more. They've caused you to question self. Just by offering, they've asked you questions and you couldn't answer them, and they've caused this little bit of self-doubt. Shift that self-doubt. Ask yourself what part of you is lacking that belief. It may only be a little bit. It may be a big bit. but decide, but there is someone in your close proximity that is causing you to question self. And when you read that one little bit, it says all of that sorrow will be filled with happiness. Damn straight it will. So whatever it is you're working on or wanting to achieve, whatever it is, whatever someone has said to you, delete it and go back and say to yourself, you've got this. Because if you don't achieve what it is or go after, that will cause you sorrow in the end. And you will be questioning, going, I should have done that. Regret is not something that any human should carry, because we all have the opportunity to rectify it. We don't have to hold regret. If we have regret over past things in our life, it's about looking, then you haven't healed from them and you need to look at them from a different perspective. What lessons did you take away from that? So I should have, because there'll be a lesson in it. If there is something in your life that you have not achieved or you didn't end up doing, there is a lesson in that. And the lesson could be as simply as you should have trusted yourself. You should have had more self-belief. So take the lessons from the things that you have not done, and maybe the things that you hold regret over. What's the lesson in it? Okay. Wow. Great message today. So really take a moment and see what part in your life or what part of self do you look for external validation, and then go about rectifying that and validate yourself. Because that is when you know that you've got full self-love, self-worth, self-value, when we don't need and require that external validation from others. Yeah, it's great to get the support. I'm not dismissing that. But I'm saying if we're needing others to validate our life journey for our personal self, that's when it's a concern. Especially if it hinders you or stops you from doing something. I feel that that's it now. I've covered everything. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you take away something little. If you did enjoy today's video and you'd like to hear more, I'd be so grateful if you'd like my video. Plus subscribe to my channel and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified tomorrow when I upload the next cat's message of the day. So if you really are questioning self, it's time to know that you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. Every day. So for today, take care.